Hello, everyone, and welcome to Steel City Gamer. My name is Ash, also known as the Steel City Gamer, and today we're going to be talking about unpopular opinions according to Telltale.com's community. So, let's get started, guys. So, one of the first ones that I'm reading, it says, Arvo is one of my favorite characters. Arvo? Really? Okay, so here's my thoughts on Arvo, right? I hate his guts. So that is an unpopular opinion. So you are correct. That is an unpopular opinion. So the reason why I didn't like Arvo is whether you stole the meds from him or didn't, his group is going to fight Clem's group. And I don't like that. Clem and Lee are one of my favorite characters. And I'm like, any person who tries to screw over Clem, I'm just like, what is you doing? Like, why? Like, why? Honestly. Okay. But I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, even if it's wrong. I'm joking. Please don't drag me. Okay. So, next unpopular opinion Lee should be alive and the protagonist. Okay. I don't really think that that's an unpopular opinion. Well, let me break it down. So, Lee should be alive. I don't think that part is an unpopular opinion because I wanted Lee alive too. Whenever Lee died, I was not happy. I was crying, I was upset, but you know what? That's also what makes it a great story. Is, he died, but he died saving our girl Clem. Am I right? But the part that might slightly be unpopular is that he should be the protagonist. And the reason why I say that is because I think like people now are used to Clementine being the protagonist. So if she's not the protagonist, then people are going to be like, you know what? You know, I don't know. But personally, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people really like Lee. I liked Lee even though, we find out that he's a murderer, but, I love Lee. Okay, number 3. I'm one of the seemingly few people who prefer season 2 to season 1. Okay, my thoughts on that. So, in regards to season 2 versus season 1, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think the only reason I like season 1 more than 2 is because of like the nostalgia factor. I just like it was like a really nice story. I loved it. I'm not saying it's perfect. I mean, it has some things it can improve on, but I really was like into it. It was how I was introduced to the series and I fell in love. Not saying that I don't like season 2. Season 2 had like a lot going on, especially with Carver. Like, don't even get me started. But yeah, I really liked. I prefer season 1 over season 2, but season 2 isn't bad, So, all right, on to the next one. Arvo's actions were justified up until he shot Clementine. If you steal his supplies and shoot his zombified sister. Okay. So I haven't played in a while, so I don't remember about shooting the zombified sister. But okay, so I kind of have mixed on that. So, were his actions justified? For the medicine, I can kind of get. Okay, so I actually agree with you on the medicine thing. I will give you that. Up until he shot Clementine. You know what? Scratch that. I just agree with you. I just agree with you. Like there's nothing to really disagree with. Like I said, Yeah, you shouldn't really steal his supplies, but at the same time, we're in a zombie apocalypse, walkers, and there's just a lot going on and everything's in short supply. Everything. Okay, so number 5. I don't want to see I don't want Lee to come back. His story is done. Okay. I have mixed feelings on this because on one hand, I want him to come back, but as we saw at the end of season 1, how he gonna come back? He's either dead or zombified. So if he does come back, he's gonna be back as a walker, which I don't want. Or like, how do they like explain away his death? You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way to unexplain away his death. And also, if they brought him back, the emotional choice that we had to make, whether to leave him to become a walker or to kill him, like it's all null and void. I didn't want Lee to die in the first place, but I think Telltale made a right decision by killing him because it left a huge emotional impact, in my opinion. So next. I like Ben and Sarah. Ben and Sarah. Okay, you need to make better life choices. Okay. All right, all right, all right. So, Ben. We'll start with Ben. The reason why I got mad at Ben, I have mixed feelings on Ben, and here's why. So, on one hand, Ben was a teenager and he was in high school and he wanted to see if his parents and his family was still alive. But like no one wanted to help him go find out his family, which I understand it's a zombie apocalypse and like if you leave your area, you don't know if it's safe. But on another hand, I understand him where it's like, I really wanted to get my family and see if they were dead, alive. Like I need to know for closure's sake. I get that. I get that. But he still pissed me off. Whenever I found out that he was giving supplies to like the bad guys, yo. Like I was so angry. It's like, dude, what are you doing? And like even if he was like, okay, well no one in this group will help me. Like I feel like he should have went to Lee or Lily or Kenny or someone in the group and say, listen, I really want to see my parents. Can just one or two of you come with me because I really need to see my parents? Or he should have said, hey, these people were asking if we can give them supply. Can we give them supply? And then they could have had a vote or talked about it. Now, would that work? Probably not. But it's better than what he did. Like, I don't know. Now, this person also said they liked Sarah. So Sarah pissed me off. But I also recognize that it's not Sarah's fault because with Sarah, her dad sheltered her from the world. And the problem with sheltering your kids from the world is they're not prepared for stuff. Now, I'm not going to tell someone how to parent their child or whatnot. Obviously, they ain't my kids. But a lot of times I've noticed that people that are sheltered, like once they leave their parents' presence or become adults, they essentially don't know how to function. And I think with Sarah, that was her issue. Like without her dad, like she couldn't function. Also, by the way Sarah acts, she acts kind of young for her age. So I'm not a mental health expert and I'm not a doctor, but part of me is wondering if she had some kind of mental health problems or maybe she had some kind of intellectual disability. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a I'm not a mental health professional. So I don't know. I'm just thinking about this based on what, I played and what I saw. So I understand how that's an unpopular opinion because I know a lot of people hate Ben. Like, hate him. I don't think people hate Sarah. I think they're just generally annoyed by her. Which, in all fairness, I was annoyed by her too. But again, it may not be her fault. All right, guys. So that is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, all that fun stuff. Links will be in the description down below. I will see you all next time. I hope you guys like this video. High five, gamers!